The artistry of life is all about being the practitioner of life. It means that you view life as a participant rather than an observer. We all face the same challenges in different degrees. Learning how to properly navigate and overcome those challenges is a necessary part of becoming the ultimate being. This notion or this concept of the human nature,
Yeah.
right? The human nature, because everything we talked about, now going to friends, right? Like this concept of like getting pissed off at people's action, right? For instance, with friends, like the more you keep advancing, not just family, but now friends, like people you've been best friends with.
Yes.
Best friends with, man. You went through the trenches together with, man. Like, you owe them, not even you owe, like, but there's this sense of like, I owe them, loyalty till the ends of this world, right?
Yes.
Like, but again, the more you keep advancing and developing, like we've done, you come to realize that I can no longer be in that circle.
Yes.
Right? So now translating that to friendship, like how does that, how does one even just easily just differentiate that?
Yeah. So with friendships, I think it's even similar to how you would treat I specifically, like we just talked about, like family type relationships. But I think it all covers under the relationship umbrella, where with friendships, it's another form of relationship, right? It's not intimate, or it doesn't have to be as intimate, or it could be very intimate, where it's like love you, dog, love you too, man, right? Recognizing that I'm on a journey, like many great philosophies, schools of thought talks and reference life with the analogy of a journey. I'm on a journey. Like I'm walking this path that's leading me and taking me somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. And the people that I meet along this path, i.e. friends, are the combination that life put them in on my path. I can perceive that as, okay, this is someone that's going to accompany me on this journey.
Yeah.
How far, how long, I don't know. They don't know that either, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it could be for a short while, it could be for a long while. It could be for like, nah, man, we're riding this thing all the way, right? But is that up for me to determine, or you to determine, or that person to determine? Like, who knows, right? As we meet and as we connect and as we're friends, like if we share, friendships, bonds are usually formed, under many circumstances, but one particular, like we share the same ideal, like mm-hmm. like we have like similar goals and similar passions and hobbies, right? So then as we both start to grow, sometimes we grow like parallel, like boom, we're going right, in our ideals and our maturity, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we grow, right? We grow this way, grow that way. Now, like I'm gonna pause right there and take that now and think of nature like a grapevine, right? Like one may grow and grow straight up.
Yeah.
The other one may grow and then it starts to go this way, right? And who controls that, right? Like, and the sun is hitting them, straight from above.
Yeah.
But one growing a particular pattern this way, the other growing a particular pattern this way, and you can try to alter the path of the growth, but the divine intelligence that orchestrates all of that just goes like, look, man, this is the way it's meant to be, right? And then you kind of just gotta flow with that. At least that's how I learned, man. Yeah. That's how I live my life, man. Like, I kind of like watch how the patterns and everything is unfolding, and look, this is where I'm going. I'm locked in. I'm laser sharp focused on where I'm going and what I'm trying to do and how I want to express myself. And at some point, if our ideals and what we want in life don't match up, like I've learned at this point, like that's okay, man. Like you're like, hey, I'm gonna go over here. All right, I'm gonna go over here.
Yes.
Right? The beauty about technology is that, hey, man, I can love you from a distance. Man.
Yes.
I can love you from a distance. Again, it's not personal. And I think that's the key thing that to take away from the discussion is that it's not a personal thing. It's not like I'm holding something against you or like no. It's just I recognize that we don't no longer want the same things and we're kind of growing and going in different directions, which that's okay, man. Yeah, that's completely okay. And I need you. Now the difficulty is when I'm talking to you and we're having the discussion about us going this way.
Yeah.
Is for you to completely understand when I speak my piece that look, it's not a you or me thing. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not a lack of love or trust or loyalty. It's it's just right. I'm going this way.
Yeah.
I'm locked in. I'm focused on where I'm going, and I don't want to hold you under any obligation to right? Like to have to come and accompany me, because then that would be asking you to compromise who you are, who you're meant to be, and what your purpose is, and I don't want to ask you to do that.
No.
So because I don't want you to ask me to compromise that for myself, because that's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. That is, especially when you say the personal, it's not personal, right?
No.
That part, because I think a lot of people take that part, like, hey man, I'm going left, you can go right. And like, wow, you just betrayed me,
Yes.
That part right there. Because myself personally, man, oh man, geez, love, like the relationships, the friendships, and it's like, dog, it's no love lost, man.
Yeah,
I'm going this way, but we can't, like you said, I'm not gonna compromise nothing, man.
No.
I don't come into compromising, man. Like relationships, man. Like. Make sure to subscribe and like our podcast.